Welcome into the JMU Sports News YouTube. I'm Jack Fitzpatrick, joined now by the newest wide receiver for the Dukes, Landon Ellis, the transfer from the University of Richmond. Landon, how are you doing on this, Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah, right. I'm good. I'm good. Good start to my day. Get to talk to you, talk a little Duke football. I'm excited.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And I got to start playing at Richmond. Were you aware of that rivalry that once was between Richmond and JMU?
Um, Honestly, no, not really. I know it used to be there. Some of the older guys, like we had some 6-year guys talk about it a little bit, but since JMU made the move to FBS and they don't really play anymore,
Yeah.
no, it's not really a big deal anybody talks about.
With that move to FBS, playing at Richmond just 2 hours away from JMU, were you aware of the success JMU was having on the other side of the mountain?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I'm a local guy. I actually live right between the two in Charlottesville. So um, I pay attention to all the Virginia schools, and I think JMU's been the most successful as of recent, especially. Um, yeah, it's kind of hard to ignore, you know.
Yeah, and kind of with that, you were recruited, I believe, by Kyle Barnes when he was a coach up at Holy Cross and everything. Then they make that move to JMU. You enter the portal. How much did seeing that success at JMU play into it? And formally being recruited by Kyle Barnes and that Holy Cross staff, how much of that did play into the decision?
It was huge, you know. You got to play for a coaching staff, especially when you're trying to make the jump up to FBS. These coaches, since they've already offered you once, they already believe in you. So it's not like you're proving to this new coaching staff, like, oh, I'm an FCS kid. I'm trying to prove to you that I can play FBS, because they already have that faith in you. I think they already believe in you. If they offered you once and then they offer you again, then they know you're a good player. But yeah, Coach Barnes, man, I felt like during my high school recruiting process, he was one of the most like real coaches. A lot of them will give you all like the fluff just to try to make you come to their school. But I felt like he was one of the coaches that actually supported me. Like we built a relationship, and he actually supported me for who I was as more than a player. And then I mean, it came back full circle, obviously.
What was that like when you entered the portal? Did you just get a text from Coach Barnes like, "Hey man, like have you thought about coming to JMU at this point?"
He I entered and he sent me the eyeball emojis. that's that's what I got for him. But this go around, I did most of my recruitment with Coach Harvard.
Okay. That
Yeah,
makes a little bit more sense.
yeah,
When you did, I mean, looking at what Richmond did last year, I was following along working with ESPN Richmond. You guys had a great season, kind of ran through the CAA, and I mean, then all of a sudden you enter the portal. Parker Mitchell enters the portal. ZPS, trainer. I think Nick DeGennaro. Why did you guys decide to leave Richmond at the end of this year? Was it to make that jump up to the FBS and kind of test yourself?
I think that's the case for most of it. Everybody has their different reasons. I know Nick DeGennaro's case and some of the older guys were like in between, like should I go to the NFL now or go to a big school and just try to build my draft stock a little bit, try to
Yeah.
give me a better chance at playing pro. But for the younger guys, obviously trainer committed to Wisconsin, so just that big brand of football, I think, is what a lot of people are searching for, because sometimes the FCS doesn't really feel that way.
Yeah, and for you, what was your reason entering the portal and making the jump up to the FBS?
I mean, the FBS jump was one of them. Um, I wanted some atmosphere when I'm playing. You know, Richmond's it's a beautiful school, beautiful campus, but playing FCS, the stadiums. I mean, the stadium's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it's not always filled up. Um, Obviously, go to a JMU game, it's going to be pretty packed out. So that's some things that you're missing when you're playing FCS, and then playing for a coach like Coach Chesney is just like it almost feels like that's what I was really looking for. I wanted a leader like that, to help me become a better person, a better player, all that. And I found it. I think I struck gold.
Going back to your recruiting experience with JMU? What was that pitch that they gave to you? What was the pitch they threw at you to try and get you to come over to JMU?
They didn't really have to pitch me, honestly. It was just like I came on the visit. I think it was Wednesday. I came on an unofficial visit, and I just saw everything, and I was like, sat down with Coach Chesney in his office, and we talked a little bit. He was like, "We'll give you some time," and then he kind of saw the look on my face, and he was like, "Or do you need any time?" And I was like, "Coach, I don't need any time. Let's do it. Let's do
Wow.
it." They didn't really have to pitch me.
So did you take any other visits, or was it JMU one and done?
JMU one and done.
Did that's just so interesting to me. You don't hear that a lot with when players enter the transfer portal. Was it JMU? Like when you entered the portal, were you like, I want to go here, or was it you took that unofficial visit and it just kind of meshed together?
I was one of the bigger schools in the area was what I was looking for, but coming to JMU, there's a big need for the outside receiver, big body receiver position.
Yeah.
Hour from home, already familiar with the staff, great atmosphere. They care about football. I can go on, but it checked all my boxes. So why keep my recruitment? Why look for something more and then maybe waste my opportunity? Because there's a lot of stories of guys waiting too long, their spots fill up and can't go there. So I didn't feel the need to wait anymore. So just called it at that.
And it being a Virginia product, I mean, how important is it that you're able to stay? You said that it was one of the things you were looking for, but how important is it now to continue playing just an hour away from your family?
I mean, it's just the hour the opposite direction for all my people. So I'm sure nobody's complaining about that. My sister is actually a senior at JMU, so
okay,
she's ecstatic. I think she's more happy than anybody else. Yeah, it's great to play in front of all my family. I got some friends that go to JMU as well, so yeah, it'll probably be even more people than what I had coming to the Richmond games because every like the people that actually go to JMU I'm familiar with. So
yeah, it should be a blast. And you kind of mentioned it. JMU was kind of in the need for this big body receiver on the outside. How do you picture yourself fitting into this Dean Kennedy offense next year?
I want to contribute in any way possible. Blocking is a big thing that I do. I don't know if you watch any tape, but blocking is something I pride myself on because a lot of receivers don't. I think to Coach Kennedy's offense, I saw what they did with at Holy Cross with Jalen Coker. That's another reason I didn't mention. Jalen Coker was one of the best receivers in the country in the FCS. So I know what they can do with receivers in that offense. And so they gave me full confidence in coming here. But a big physical presence is what I like to bring to the position. There's a lot of guys that like to dance and wiggle the way around people. I'd rather go through.
Well, here's the question then. Would you rather have a good pancake block or would you rather, catch a 15-yard touchdown?
Depends on how good the block. Like if he's like laid out, feet in the air, then I'll take the block. But if it's just like he fell over, it's got to be like a nasty one to take it over a touchdown, honestly.
That's what I was expecting for a wide receiver. If you had answered pancake block, I would have been shocked at that one, but I get it. And lastly, what can JMU Nation kind of expect out of Landon Ellis when you suit up for JMU and you're playing your first game in the fall? What can JMU Nation expect?
I would say energy. I like to cheer on my teammates and try to be the best teammate as I can be, regardless of the game. I'm real passionate about football, so you see. If I catch a touchdown, sometimes the emotion just takes over and I just start screaming. I just start screaming, flexing. A lot of people coordinate celebrations. I did that a couple of times this year. I tried something new. I tried to calm down a little bit. But normally I catch a big play, I just get up and start screaming. It's just the emotion coming out of me. So I think the fans will get a passionate and hard-nosed football player.
Awesome, Landon. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck with spring. When do you plan to transfer over to JMU? Will you be there for
Yeah,
January?
it's January, yes, sir.
Awesome, awesome. Well, good luck with everything. Good luck with the transfer, and can't wait to see you in the fall.
Thank you, appreciate it.